We need to be careful following people on the internet, um, on anywhere, YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, anywhere on the internet where we uh, socialize, when we uh, talk about stuff, whether it is following God or receiving updates of what is happening around the world, uh, and politics. Every individuals that provide news of what is happening, and those that you know teach the gospel of Jesus. Any leaders, any people uh, that provide teachings and news, everything, we need to be we need to be careful. What I'm saying is we can't just listen to their opinions and follow along, go along with them. That is very dangerous, because even if you think it's right, even if you personally think by your own logic, by your own thought, that even though you think it's right, it may not be right. You may be going the wrong direction. You may be falling into enemy's trap. We have to follow God. We have to receive God's spirit to become truly born again. Because the Holy Spirit, once Holy Spirit lives in us, He will guide us every day, every moment of our lives, all the time. As we get closer and closer to Jesus, we will be able to hear Him. We will be able to receive His guidance and know that it is coming from Him. And He will direct us on every little thing. And He will guide you and let you know what you are hearing on the video is true or not. And you will know when He is grieved and when he is not. People out there that criticize others, judge others, um, we need to be very careful before going along with them, following the crowd. It's very dangerous. Ask Jesus, expect Jesus to respond to you, help you, because He will guide you. He will know if they are going the right path, if they're doing the right thing or not. And if not, if they're doing the wrong way, Jesus will guide you and give you clue on what to pray. Only receiving the Holy Spirit, you will be sure that you will know that you are going the right path or not. Without the guidance of the Holy Spirit, without receiving the Holy Spirit, and without following the Holy Spirit, Jesus, you will not know if you're doing right or not. Even if you think you're doing it right, you may be deceived by yourself, because our own thoughts, our own intellect, uh, is not of God. Because we are all our lives throughout the years living here, living on earth, We have been influenced by our own flesh. And our own flesh is not of God. It's the nature of the darkness. So most of the time, we will go the wrong way. God will stop you. If you have the Holy Spirit, He will stop you. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're doing, whatever assumptions, conclusions you make on others when watching videos or witnessing something outside, He will stop you and He will alert you right away not to do it or not to think that way. That's how God guides us every moment of our lives, not just once a week or once a day, but could be as many as 10, 20 times a day. Because God will be with you no matter where you go, no matter what you do, what you think. We have to receive God's Spirit to become born again. Then you will stay on the right path with God almost all the time. Because you will yield to Him. And you need to yield to Him. We need to yield to Him. That's even more important. Just receiving the Holy Spirit is one thing, but obeying the Spirit of God is another. Because God gave us free will to whether to obey it or not. We have to obey to the best of our ability to obey God on everything that He guides us to do, what to do and what not to do. We have to surrender to God and yield to Him and not go out of our own ways. We cannot trust ourselves. We cannot trust our own thoughts, and we cannot respect our own thoughts, our intellect, and our experience from the things that we learned from the world. Not from the Spirit, but from the world. We have to unlearn those things and relearn God's ways. Let us be reprogrammed by God. God's ways, God's teaching, not the worldly teaching. Because so many people out there, they go based on their experience, what they have been taught, how they lived throughout their lives in this world. They have been influenced by the world, worldly ways, the ways of the flesh, not of the Spirit. So we cannot go by that. We have to unlearn all those things and relearn from God's teaching, Jesus, as His way is the only best way and the true way to stay on course with God, to stay in light and not the darkness. The moment we don't follow God, the moment we go out of our own ways, we fall right into darkness. The devil's trap is everywhere, all the time. That's why we have to be so watchful. Be careful and keep our eyes and ears tuned in to God, because He will keep us in the right direction, His way, to keep us protected spiritually. Just wanted to share that. It's very important. Jesus bless you.